Uh, hey guys, it's Jason Hassenfuss, and so in my room I had this little box of comics that my cousin gave me, and in that box was some comics I made back from sometime between the third to the fifth grade. I made a lot of comics in between those years, most of which have been lost to history. Probably been rotting in like an old backpack or got thrown out. Got thrown out when I was cleaning it. Anyway, some comics survived, and I'm gonna show you them. So yeah, let's check them out. Alright, this is the first comic I found, A New Life Form. Alright, so A New Life Form comics. I was very big into aliens back in the day. I made multiple of these. Okay, so certain comics I lost and I just recreated. Sometimes not from perfect memory, but this is one of them. There's two others that I lost that either rotting in the back rooms of this house or got thrown away in the trash during those times where I cleaned my backpack. So yeah, let's go. Alright. In the year 2105, in the driver's den. Sir? Look. Yes, look. And we see a ping on the radar. We see in the break room 83s to go fish, to play go fish. Then the captain calls up Greg and Zach to report to the driver's bay. And the dock. So he tells them their mission. You gotta go explore a planet. They go ahead and explore planets. So that's weird. Aromatic is very bad. The air is bad. You find an egg. They're taking the egg. They leave the spaceship. They're studying the egg. Then they find, as you can see, where the whole... Yeah, so the X-ray shows this. You can see the whole alien inspiration. And then the egg hatches. And then, as the alien reaches out, it then jumps on the scientist. Joe, apparently his name is. The other scientist, I'm going to name him Bob. So Bob zaps the face hugger on Joe's face. The thing falls down. They think it's dead. Then it gets up, breaks through the weird glass containment chamber, and crawls through the vents. Bob realizes it's bad. He tells Joe to call the captain, but realizes Joe is starting to change. So he tells Joe to call the captain. Then we see Joe's DNA is being attacked, and his DNA is changing. That explains why he's morphing. So in the vents, an hour later, the janitor, I guess, is looking for the alien. Then he screams, and then this guy comes in singing, "I've been working on the railroad." It's kind of hard, but okay. So those screams are my siblings and their friends. I think it's pretty crazy when they're around, which I don't like. Then he sees the janitor, all mutilated, and then later we find Joe even more mutated. He's got spines growing out of him, and I think a tail. He's turning more red. Then he hits this guy. His spines disappear. Then you get the bloody nose. As he's working, we see the face hugger. This explains in one of the earlier versions of the comics that I think I threw out by accident. I can't remember. It's apparent, or as I said, it's in the storage room in the back. So it molds. So the face hugger molts and turns into this thing. So then the thing jumps down and eats this guy, tears off his, eats his face, tears off his arm, bites off his leg. Then 2 hours later in the break room, this guy just says, "Hey," and we see Joe, fully mutated. He went from this all the way to this. He's got some spines, tail. It's crazy. Then we see this guy walking granola bar, and then this dude just gets decapitated. And then all of a sudden he comes in with the captain, tells him we should evacuate. They said, "Let's go." Then we're at the escape pods. They're all walking spacesuits. Then next thing you know, the Wonder Twins pop in. and then they start murdering everyone. This guy gets ripped in half. This guy gets his arms and legs ripped off. This guy gets stomped his face. This dude's getting choked. This guy gets impaled. This other guy gets impaled. This guy gets ripped in half. This guy gets impaled with the face. This guy's getting choked. This guy got his face stomped in. This guy had his arms ripped off. And maybe his head. Maybe his head. I forgot to draw a head. And then, okay, so the alien over there, he gets shot. And then he's running, and then he's jumping, and then next thing you know, he gets blasted in the face, killing him, and I know some dude comes in with a Spartan laser. So Joe's running, gets blasted by the Spartan laser again, gets very injured. These two guys come in. I think they may be Greg and Zach, I don't know. And then Joe is running in and gets barbecued by the exhausts. They're driving, and then they won, Greg and Zach won, and then, but Joe Barbaro, is still alive, hanging onto the pod. It's a twist ending. Oh, yo, I'm Shyamalan. And then, Greg and Captain Mike, Captain Mike? Wait, what the hell happened to Zach? Did Zach die? Oh, not Zach. I guess Greg and Captain Mike, I can't tell who's which. I think in the original, Greg, Zach, and Captain Mike all survive. I just didn't do it in this rehash. So, they escape, return to Earth safely, and apparently 120 people on the ship died. And to be continued. Teaser for the new Lifeform Part 2, rated 5 out of 10 stars. Tell me what you think of the tell me what you think of the comics in the comments. Okay, let's see. The new Lifeform 2. Okay, so ready? So this one is a bit unfinished. But okay, so but yet again, this is a redrawing of the original. So yeah, I think I still remember the original. I can tell you it. Okay, so I know. So this is a last time Greg and Captain Mike escape. They have an unexpected visitor. So they make to Earth. They land. But Joe's still alive. He comes in, lays an egg. And then a dog, some kind of alley dog, comes in. It latches onto the thing's face. Don't know why it's blue. Then he's at HQ. So he got attacked by aliens. Yes. Wow. Well, I believe. So he's believing him. Boss is believing him. Then Joe comes through the vents, grabs this guy, drags him under. And then we cut to later with the dog eating the facehugger thing. But now the dog's mutating. Then Mike, so this is Greg. So Greg calls Captain Mike, says, he's back. They're like, oh no. Then in the city, we see some flying cars. All of a sudden Joe attacks some dude. And then the car crashes into another car and go boom. Then these guys are injured. Don't know why their flesh is blue though. Don't know why their flesh is blue. And then he kills this guy by stomping on his face, I guess. And then this dude's next. Don't know why he's blue though. He's not mutated or anything. I think I just forgot to grab the pen. I think I just forgot to grab the red pen. I don't know. So the police come in. The dog lunges at the police, kills the police. Yes, now the police dude is dead. You can see the blood and breaking news, and that's where it leaves off. But as I said, I remember the original. So what happened was that, like, these things go on a rampage around the city. I think Greg or Mike dies. I can't remember. No, wait. So in the original, I think Greg, Zach, and Mike die. Greg, Zach, and Mike escape. Greg and Mike, two of them die. I can't remember which two. Then, so, yeah, these two guys go on a rampage. And then, the dog lays an egg. And then the egg attacks a bird. And then the bird starts mutating. So, later, I guess all three, the mutated bird, the mutated dog, and Joe, all attack a hotel. So then the survivor, I think it was Zach. Yeah, I think Zach survived. Mike and Greg died. Comes in fully loaded with weapons. He blows up. He like shoots down. He like, I don't know, like kills the bird. I think with a headshot. I can't remember. I think either blows up or throws the dog out a window. And then he electrocutes Joe. I think that's what happened. I can't remember. So yeah, and then trying to make then apparently Joe laid another egg, and that's where it left off. And I was supposed to make a part 3, but I never did, since I have these things where I start with these comics. I start something new, I finish it, or I completely give up on it. Okay, so then we got Pokemon comics for 1. Okay, so back between my years of third to 5th grade, maybe even the 6th grade, I was a big fan of Pokemon. I still like Pokemon, but not as much as I used to. But yeah, so apparently, if I remember correctly, I was going to make a comic series based off Pokemon, and it's supposed to be all the regions. I see it says Kanto Edition, which was the region of Generation 1, or Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. Okay? So, or to use, older, or to younger people, Pokemon Let's Go, Pikachu, and Eevee. Anyway, so I was supposed to make a, I guess, oh god, how should I put it? Yeah, I was supposed to make an entire comic series, but yes, yet again, I gave up at number 2. I see that number 2, I see that I do things in 2s. So, let's get into Pokemon Comics 1. This time it's stapled. Very badly. Alright, so we're in Pallet Town. We have Red's bedroom. The clock is at 7, starts singing the Pokemon theme song. I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. So he slaps the alarm clock, he wakes up, he's walking, notices on the counter that today's the day Pokemon. And then he gasps, runs towards his closet, opens it, goes upstairs, he's all packed up, ready. He tells his mom today's the day. Yet again, I did the poor job on the staples. He leaves to Professor Oak. Professor Oak comes in. Professor Oak then comes out, and he says, "Come in." He chose the Pokemon: Bulbasaur, Squirtle, or Charmander. He chooses Charmander, and then he says, "Am I late?" He comes in. So Blue comes in, the rival comes in, picks Squirtle. Then they have a Pokemon battle. And then they start scratching and tackling each other. But then 5 minutes later, since I didn't want to draw the whole thing, I know Charmander wins. Hooray! Then, oh my god, man. Oh, there's a trip down memory lane. So then they leave. Professor Oak gives them Pokedexes to collect data on Pokemon. Then, an hour later, Professor Oak is at his computer. Some person sneaking behind him. Then he wakes up, a headache. Comes out. Apparently someone stole the other Pokemon, Bulbasaur. So he's like, "Oh no, who took Bulbasaur?" Then we find out Leaf took him. Then on Route 2, Red catches a Pidgey. Just catches a Pidgey. Then we skip to later, and apparently he finds Leaf. They battle, and then he kills the Bulbasaur. So said T-Bye, we're in Viridian Forest. He finds a Pikachu. Then later we have 4 Pokemon. He has Charmander, Pikachu, Pidgey, and a mysterious 4th one. So who's the 4th one, guys? Probably none of you know. So he got Pewter City Gym. He meets Brock. He tells him he's the gym leader. He's got to defeat him. He got the gym badge. Blah 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 blah. So they say battle. And he sends out Geodude and Red releases Mysterious 4th Pokemon, Mankey. And Brock sends out Geodude that is hit by the staples. So Mankey uses Low Kick, kills Geodude in 1 hit, since Rock types are weak against fighting types. So then he sends in Onix. Mankey uses Low Kick. Onix uses Tackle. Then he uses Cry Chop, and Red wins, and he gets the gym badge. He also gets TM Bind. died. So he's walking, gets to Mount Moon. He's walking through the cave, finds a moonstone, and finds a member of Team Rocket, who just tells him their plans. Then battle, he fights Zubat. Apparently he has Zubat, starts fighting. Charmander then kills Zubat. Then he evolves the Charmeleon. Okay. That's cool to read, and then this criminal runs away. He's then looking at the fossils and picks up the one and only Lord Helix. That's a Pokemon meme, if you don't understand that. It's a Pokemon meme. There was this weird thing which plays Pokemon. It was look at the video, it's better than explain it, but TLDR, it was, they kind of created their own weird religion around it. A joke religion, not a real one, a little joke religion where, okay, with the main god being Lord Helix, and with that one, Kaboot, the dome fossil being the Antichrist, something like that. So, outside Mount Moon, then he heads to Cerulean, takes a nap in the Pokemon Center, and then he heads to the next gym. And let's go. To be continued. What's next? And this is the last comic I have. Pokemon Comics 2. It's a bit more short, but it's a bit more short, and yet again, I gave up on this one. Alright. So, we're in the water gym. He meets Misty. As you see, I have a lot more color since I guess I was able to use my sister's gel pen for this one. So he tells her I'm Misty, you got to defeat me to get the gym badge. They fight. He throws down Pikachu, and she throws down Psyduck. He uses Thunderbolts and kills Psyduck. And then pops out Misty pops out Starmie and starts fighting. And the Starmie one-shots Pikachu. Then he sends out Pidgey. Pidgey defeats Starmie. Yeah, so Pidgey starts fighting, dodges, and defeats Starmie with Gust. 2 hits down, and Starmie's dead. And, yeah, alright, he wins. And then Pidgey becomes Pidgeotto. So then, 1 minute later, he gets his gym badge and gets the TM for Scald. He's walking down to the Pokemon Center, heals up, has his Pokemon eat some nutritious meals, needs night, takes a nap. The next day, he's walking around Cerulean City. He's getting supplies, great balls, all that stuff. He looks at the bike, realizes he's got some $1 million. Then exits the bike shop. Then he's walking. Then we just have a weird map to show you where he is. He's around this area. So as he's walking, he meets Blue again on Nugget Bridge. Okay, he's a bit crazy, that's all. And then he tells him to have a Pokemon battle to calm his nerves. And so it's Charmeleon versus Rattata. He kills Rattata. It's Pidgeotto versus Charmeleon. Pidgeotto defeats Charmeleon. He then sends out Pikachu, who then one-shots Pidgeotto. He then sends out Squirtle, which takes out Pikachu. He then sends out Pidgeotto. And then I just said I'm too lazy, and then okay, I was just too lazy to write the rest of the battle, so I decided to skip it, and then Red wins. So yeah, so Red wins. He then leaves Nugget Bridge. As he's walking, we have a little montage time of him defeating a bunch of other trainers. Then later, much later, he's walking, goes to Bill's house, and then realizes that the dude turned himself into a fairy. It's actually in the game, actually. Some dude accidentally turns himself into a Pokemon. So then, he's scared out of his mind that the Pokemon's talking. He tells him how to make him normal again. Goes in, boopity boopity boop, and then makes Bill back normal. Then he gives him tickets, and then he's trying to leave Cerulean City, but the cops blocking his way. And that's where it ends. So yeah, those are my old comics. As I said, I made more but those have been lost to time because they've been thrown in the garbage or is rotting in the storage rooms. And I'm too scared of I'm too scared of little bugs and what creatures lies in the dark to go down there looking. Yeah, but I do remember more. I made more comics, mostly joke comics, the original versions of the new life forms. I think I made a whole bit. I think I made a whole ass. What? I shouldn't have said that. I remember one time I made a book back in the 4th grade. It was like this thick. It was about climbing a fictional mountain that was like twice the size of Mount Everest. So yeah, those are some of my old childhood comics, or my old comics from the elementary. Yeah, thanks for watching this. Thanks for watching this weird nostalgia trip, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Toodles.